Fi Akko Enzo Maresca and then Mranti, you know.
And also more than the present man.
Exactly, like you said. I think the Odate is excited. Say Abanisa now against Nyanya no
Raya fan.
Against for no minimum. And I against
Pacho David.
Against. I will be Pacho. I will tell Pacho. Say as a farmer one Pacho no more.
And Rapa. It's go via there when you know Stamford Bridge here.
There.
It is how going and you go. Clean go.
I don't Pacho ever good in Mawara.
A touch the man here.
Gay.
Say Kaba. Chairman Yanko Vono. Tanya Revis and Cohevan. That's a dear va. In a van say. Ubia long drive as a va. I read you can concern Abejigu is a
it's you see their table na kwakoye no
Raya fan.
say who around even second and I've told you this before say enye me wan see season every na Nottingham Forest might be second and I say be say yes because you close and on a razor thin edge in a games need that so so when your matches now one shot na obi shine dia sinkia na wo ba be sinki it's as simple as that so who the any ba beton but na o wa ten wo koba eye de na obodro you are in trouble and I think say right away from the table Nyema mienu enna before say game ni be chase no e ma Chelsea for ne panic here and na Gabi catch Romeo Lavia tenefie almost 3 months Chelsea for so young force no o catch Belgium for he doesn't have to go and play for the Belgian national team until na Cobham na o recuperating the energy ne kakra say ne betima bobo ni bi because baby a Premier League na ko do no you are too doing the run in games no ever thick and fast and then they decider of the season Rich Enzo Maresca say prepare then he gets a note from the medical staff and they say Romeo Lavia pra na bon omni Totenham must penalty me changes the game plan no so enye Romeo Lavia pra Maresca Caicedo wo ho but Rich Nyankofo ni me say Caicedo ye 1 yellow card away from a 2-match ban it's a nanajo Inka Maresca Caicedo the yellow card. Inka ombo Brentford, ombo Ipswich Town. Say ombo Brentford na so the yellow card. Or you're susceptible to 1 more game ban. Unless a Caicedo can play Brentford, can play Ipswich. Only card. Then we can go into the game and say okay then fine. Sisiano ne yellow cards ni ye free on. It is sa Romeo Lavia injury na buy no. Na a serious thing thinking to Chelsea for no. Me kobo ball be 5 and you may after Juma. And na ya bobo na wie. Omo amine omo bobo most of them are lecturers. Inti say akabe few days no makocho mo exams are exams time ye mobo no ti ye get together kakra. And ye get together and wa we need to me cook no mo sre me na feed ye. Oh no me man say dey be a cook. And I say, I mean, check Chelsea lineup. Me ko check lineup. Wesley Fofana name. Hey, Totenham Hospur name enya ne center back line obi aba Dominic Solanke be jina ni mo. There is no Wesley Fofana. And the Chelsea be that board. Rich, me ko pentire mu a. Enzo Maresca say anopa na omo prepare in the team hotel to do their tactical session and come and play the game no. And I Wesley catch up say what try say pain no feel what they no and or the better tell na kwa bobo ni bi apo team no but or try one show be her team on team more out of the team not even on the bench when I say wow and the match any easy then it means that Chelsea area game without 2 players and they hope say they could get them for the run in Lavia and your branch here friend Wesley Fofana 2 very important players which original lineup nankasa buyer I'm saying I'm so okay fine Trevor Chalobah, Levi Cole, Malo Gusto, Marco Crea, Caicedo Enzo, and Obweni Moko Palmer. None. Who is a Chelsea born a regular formation? You didn't say Otaibo, the 4-2-3-1 on paper nominal formation. I think I had here. You can if you ask several times say the nominal formation is nothing. Mr. Moshe touch no. The nominal formation, nothing. While the game is going on, and the most important formation usually Ocean. Which Chelsea call match in now or prepare say or ball game now. Could you believe that for the very first time in a long time, Enzo Maresca ambo the formation you need say or Taibo or Chelsea no. Which Enzo Maresca able a flat 4-3-3 for the very first time. It is a Ocean game now. You would see say it was Levi Cole, Abrentia Yefreno, Trevor Chalobah, Malo Gusto, Marco Crea, then Abrentia Yefreno, Moises Caicedo won Fiifi-Manfred. Now, sound 4-3-3 no boy no. Debi Amaka, Rich. Chelsea 4 don't give a lot of credit to Enzo Maresca as a coach. Mijitum. As the season progressed, I get a lot of mistakes are affected team. You know. But for me, tactically, there are only a few managers I've seen in their first season at the top light level almost as good as Enzo Maresca is. And now, no one said Totenham must spend Ange Postecoglou about the personal, aggressive, man for man, or high line. So in the pre-match analysis, me catch you say, na Ange Akacha in Central for say he will not sit off. He will play his football, try to control the game, and take the game to Chelsea. And this is where Enzo Maresca got it right. Anytime we be from a children, not one in the absence of Nicholas Jackson, only outlet to run the channels. No, teams have successfully pressed, won the ball, and beaten Chelsea. Example: Brighton and Hove Albion, Ipswich Town away, Fulham, and constantly. Not only conformable credit comes. Oh, as Enzo Maresca has been found out, teams that would do about the ball, which or ball 4-3-3 no. And after the or switching Cole Palmer and Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez played on the left-hand side of the midfield 3. And a Cole Palmer ball on the right-hand side of the Enzo Fernandez rather on the right-hand side of the midfield 3. Cole Palmer on the left-hand side of the midfield 3. It do share rich constantly. Now Enzo Fernandez almost every time. Baby Abrante friend Jerry Sancho friend is saying Pedro Neto Ewo. Then on the other side, Jerry Sancho Cole Palmer for a lot of movement. Yes, started more. No? As a confidence number, Chelsea folding their ball, then they are playing through Totenham Hospur for almost creating chances. Who share the first ball and buy it? So first chance now Chelsea now.
Yakobo Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson.
Yakobo
Long one because the news said Totenham Hospur will set off. Ome pressing come over with him there. Then make sure say over call long. Who call longer? Then you can get the spaces and get a job done. Which I think they now. Obi Oshe match Nibia understood the importance of Abrante and Nicholas Jackson with Chelsea team. In terms of chance creation. Say Oma Bono are a nuisance for the attackers. Or press it, or counter press it, or winning second balls, or running channels no. And I was really impressed with Nicholas Jackson, boy. And for player wire out of the team for 2 months, I didn't expect say he was going to be that sharp, but he was. Rich, some rotation Enzo Maresca here, Fiifi-Manfred no. Constantly, and now game they started, match Chelsea kita ball, he created chance after chance. I don't know. Jadon Sancho, he's not a bad player. Now, and then in the modern football of data, any numbers in T, Jadon Sancho is one for goals and assist and can born one. He will never be considered as a good player. Yes. And now who's an attacking now between the side?
Who take it on the player? Yeah. Bobby. I said,
shoot. I said, Ordino 4 or 5 times. Not more than sending now.
Simple graphing or the bonnet.
Very frustrating. Very frustrating. And now, one shot. Ne sending now. No, you put a more shot. Come on, you more shot. I told you, who's it? Oh, no, no, check. You have a sort to check. But Uchi a more shot. Who created separation a more shot? And now the only shot, boy, it was a very dangerous shot for Chelsea. Ulemo Vicario, free order. For me, the tactical plan for Enzo Maresca, or they down in Totenham Hospur, it was a derby. Derby, the other boy, somewhere near thing. And so you're aggressive. And so we need duels. But away from that, the rotation and then the swapping of Abrante Enzo Fernandez and Cole Palmer for Fernandez to play on the right hand side, then Cole Palmer on the left. After the game, Enzo Fernandez say, "Ofi Argentina buy from the national break." And Enzo Maresca catch so on the right. You know, so on the right, when I know bar, on Shana joy, also no problem. Or person born on the right for two reasons. Say Cole Palmer apili sa left hand now. Obenya time and your ball edge so abo cross one time at your two box ni at your mano. It's on only there so if you right one all attacking spaces ni keke mano. And again, because Omienu Bako left Bako right no ono Enzo Fernandez will be able to man mark a branch of friend James Maddison. Rich. And now James Maddison will born him. No born Enzo. Enzo Ginanaso because Maresca had a plan without the ball and a plan with the ball.
And Maddison Bentake.
They were not good.
So cry, Uma.
Yeah.
We Sani Bobby or Boma. Sanchez save we na.
Yeah.
Man,
From the beginning of the game there, Chelsea dominated you. Rich, what do you make of Moises Caicedo?
Super player.
You see, he was a yellow card and confront Tiasio. Not a yellow card away from suspension, 2 games. A lot of midfielders will not go in for those tackles.
I know I mean yasen go no share no.
On Sunday.
Because boy no. Nanka we never the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
And no bo pa. On that point no complaining say
on the hamstring. Yeah. With the character.
Now like so free man behind Chelsea.
Yeah, who is a Yenia Ramanos man? Usually Otienzo Maresca.
Okay.
Iti I say Chelsea go home game sana on a reporting for the Telegraph. Onya sa bet eye view for Maresca. O see time Caicedo talk for Maresca ni touchline oro. Akaso because on him say
akwa dey sisiro no what
yeah on na team ni na
slow like on the ball ne pass e ba tackle of man.
You see,
and I think Abrante about so as say gradually I say me fall in love with him.
Yeah.
Marco Chelea.
Marco Chelea solid. I think that this season there,
Marco Chelea.
Chelsea best players, Caicedo, Chelea, Enzo Fernandez, maybe Cole Palmer. These players have been consistently solid. And now, Michel Moise Caicedo said, I'm saying now, if somebody had told me, say Chelsea being Obi this good,
I think no settle.
Yeah, like you see, Obi could tweet says Chelsea bomb match, and that's the one just a commentator about Enzo. Like Moise Caicedo price tag no so next to Abobo. Because time that all started by the crazy 100 million. Now nobody mentions the price because Moise Caicedo is playing. And yesterday I was super excited of him. I think away from him has been Enzo Fernandez, and then no go no share no Rich. It shows clearly saying Maresca tactics in the air, Juma. Say, share on Facebook, that's why I'm now Rich. Baby, Cole Palmer come on money free no. Near left and near right.
Then okay.
Chelsea going in here. Chelsea going in here. Say Jeff more video now. I want the video to also roll. Okay. But just before that, this is the goal. Cole Palmer near our box cross no. And in the box there is Jackson in between the two centre backs. Then Enzo Fernandez in it. Because Mimi face the camera no, and Mimi right hand side, but it is the left of the field of play.
Sure.
And like I was telling you, Enzo Maresca for the very first time played Cole Palmer on the left hand side, and Enzo Cole Palmer is left-footed. It usually left-footed players no, on your ball on left on Tini cutting on to the right, or ball cross no one time, and that's what exactly Cole Palmer did from there. Or ball cross the two, then Enzo Fernandez from the right hand side, ever pin ball the two, but Rich. Again, the importance of Nicholas Jackson as compared to Nkuku. Share Spurs for 2 centre backs, no. Mickey van der Ven, any Abrantia, your friend Kuti Romero. Now Romero and defending the first pole as the leader of the back line. No. In between the 2 centre backs, Kuti, any Abrantia friend Mickey van der Ven, Nicholas Jackson has slotted on him. Now, because I'm Mickey Van der Ven, and him say Nicolas Jackson out the blind side of Christian Romero, or closing in on him. A big space here for Enzo Fernandez to attack. And I think that another player also has been Enzo.
Sure.
This season, of 5 goals, 5 assists, the highest he has scored in any Premier League season. We're double digits in terms of goals and assists for Chelsea this season. Consistently performing. And up a player where develop power and Enzo Maresca. You give a lot of credit to Abrantia, your friend Enzo Fernandez. He was really solid. And I was saying, boy, red card crowd.
And they red card. Yes, when you can't say, boy, the red card away. The red card away.
Stamp.
You video ni maybe.
Jeff, you video.
Some picture say there's how do you find out?
No more.
I want the game.
Not more than I should be.
And say to me,
Mama. Oh, right, man.
Nadia Kameva, hold on. Nadia Kano. But the way I say exaggerate ya. Yeah, man. Yeah,
red card.
Obi akoshe go o se boye ba. Na de born man e bo.
Ah, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you record.
Ka say do no yes an go be.
You record if you kum ni ba. You record if you me move blows up.
Confidence exaggerate.
No more record.
Ne ho de kan na nyehun sa. Enzo no ko pe bo na je. Kasa de kuta bo odna chiama no. And ono so bo be je bo no.
Okay.
E de an ho be ka no.
Okay.
Tisabo we pa na referee ti ma ko java hu. Hwenyame anu so go ruling out.
Ruling off. See ya.
How?
So a red card, a foul and it's a red card.
Oh, come on.
Me Nienti Avano almost chair or was that the referee wanted to know whether it was a red card or not. But maybe the red card. Would you found quite a red card? The same Pap Matsa. Before that, no one diving or boxing him.
And yeah, and only say me can I make the reason why referee now money yellow card.
Chelsea players no reaction when
catch a line is there. Like who did also China that.
Men tano home man make a story bench a foul. Ne foul there cannot. Osimori red card. Matisa Ashanti regional minister says some sports presenters Bobby for Ashanti Festival. Ash Obuti bra.
No problem.
I mean, man one side that.
Boy, me na na chia mesa dane. Meje bo na dane si.
Kalisha wala.
Hit baba. What the hell no? Me danu si.
O turn inside.
Me turn inside si ya. Na ma je bo na se susu. Kale ya bobo nena no. Bibi coffee bibi o. Why be bon krom ha no.
Wo na mo go. What bay? And I want to grow up.
You with the battle for the top 4, the top 5 no. Na yemfa discussions no. Emfa enso onyi ni za ho. O de nyame adoma se game the beba so.
O ma ye ko for go. Na boys so munimo.
E won ko for go.
Ono wan ko. Ya ko dum za ko.
Ono wan ko.
Ya di Costa. Yes unu.
O so ni andi.
Unu player. Adano match ye ko boy. O so ye coach. You who now in that touch line. Ti mi who here. O so ye player.
Bagovi mutimi wa hu. Nyame adom pa na next year.
Yeah.
Muni obi ti se Cristiano Romero.
Yeah.
Ebe kamo center backs no ho na say they say kai said no many Enzo num Emma pass ready wramu no so munya striker quality one bit is Osimhen
Dilap nya ye nto mu no
Charlie
Dilap ye 40 million pe Osimhen somewhere around
keep an say Moses no
o ye Georgi Petrovic be ba kwa ye ni Sakura man for the
Moses na mbo amo
David
yeah the battle for the top 5 na
na top 5 no shall have qualify.
Liverpool already waje league you know. Arsenal to second.
Gabriel Magalhaes pra.
Enyere.
Which
Gabriel not first.
Which not to
bedroom maybe no.
Omenya wish me be say be ma prayer. Gabriel Magalhaes ne William Saliba combination. And small combination.
I know.
And that is what keeps Arsenal taking on.
But don't also forget that Saka is back.
Yes, but then if you are leaking goals, not a Saka shot, then you are most likely going to drop.
Many also made leaky goals.
It's one ever centre back now with pairing with Saliba, Ben White, Calafiori, Swepra, William Timber. I think it can affect Arsenal. I mean, can't someone in the second. Because Osha, the distance between how many no there
4 points. I agree, but the many person can say. Yeah. Nottingham Forest, they are doing so well this season. but any team on bet me consistent result.
Okay.
We keep you on benya result. We keep you on.
Yeah.
On metiawe.
Yeah.
Nti ebe wish you wash kakra.
Yeah.
Nti ebasa amo points number drop in Arsenal. I think yes. Abrante ni plan be ha kakra, but Saka no more masaba back.
But
mama Arsenal points.
But say who listed that I see. Liverpool, Arsenal, Nottingham Forest, Chelsea, Man City, Newcastle. Almost confirmed. The last time I made analysis, Nick Chelsea, I got just one win for either of the teams in Europe from England. Now England for the automatic 5th place spot. No? In the Oceans are 16, so yeah, one and qualifying for Champions League next season.
So Newcastle game on his own ball.
Or Newcastle check on about 4 from Beji.
On check over Sanchez.
No, but that
and 53.
Aye. Not Chelsea about 5th.
City
City.
Pep.
Hey, Rich. I don't foresee City not qualify, you know.
And something I make say likely be a City bet me.
City will qualify. Maybe they move
City move back.
Liverpool, Arsenal, City, they will qualify. Teams are one kind Chelsea, Newcastle, Nottingham Forest.
Samu.
Yeah. In fact, on paper, team and the pa Chelsea. Because I wouldn't compare Nottingham Forest and Newcastle. On any form, no, any consistent. So as the Nottingham Forest. Yes, but there's too much experience for me to say the City will not qualify. City is very experienced. Chelsea, for you can't trust them. These are young kids. After almost settling in any side and Marshall Charles now. Chelsea double Brentford over the weekend. Brentford home, any tough game for Chelsea, they should be able to win.
Brentford
no home recording it.
Okay.
Brentford away is a better team than them. But no losing to Newcastle this weekend. Last weekend.
I think the incapable Bruyne will be last games of Boban season.
In the
can you bet me inform me?
Yeah.
On my bet me likely on bet film no on bet me about a top 5 because I mean England no top 5 no.
Yeah.
Champions League. Automatic
it's there.
And me the coffee so now I think City boom hokika.
City Manchester United everybody this weekend. Mo be adwuma na mayana.
Oh, somebody who here there.
Money no dey
have. Me personally I'll call Bruno. And thank the best player in the Premier League. I'm going to my catch and say comfort this guy. Oh, so far as the name said on my shay.
In City they wait me show.
City they say him. Now every day there man. 2 minutes near we adwuma no.
I say Chelsea bo Liverpool. I saw bo Newcastle. Also some bo Nottingham Forest.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the match Chelsea
last game. I think that they decided that Nottingham Forest on the last day at the City ground. Chelsea Nottingham Forest. Oh, City ground.
Are we?
Yeah, we.
Easy.
Like it's one.
Okay, Yama, ya hear for near tea for no some rem. So say likely say England when you 5 teams on Bobo Champions League next year.
Yeah.
Kofi the table no nyina ato EPL table near the ato. You ever see who teams are likely on between RP England or the Champions League. Enti Oba now want to be a Liverpool first, Arsenal second, Nottingham Forest third, Chelsea fourth, Man City fifth. Saturday but you between your top 5. Na odi abana fi ya to common so etimi edi ama me dem hu nze per fixtures na dey am zi afi na no ya adwen and the Chelsea fixtures no because who game on the Nottingham Forest bebo already we a contender what has so on so top 4 no sorry top 5 no urem no ko Champions League
no she
enti likely sa game in bed dem pa
and the thing is that Nottingham Forest no when they meet the team games I say difficult or she for me, United match was a big test for them.
Yeah. I'm saying.
I say,
and you know, I feel much City.
Exactly.
And game who's that?
Internal make a say, unless Chelsea now are back, no, the performance be consistent from now to the end of the season. And yes, I reach. Like Chelsea won't kick in the same vein, the Chelsea team can be third.
Okay, I am so my man a carbana. Good morning.
Good morning.
Now to say,
Yamiadum, maybe I fine.
Minim said they are in Komi interest room. Top 5 in Komi.
Oh, yes, of one in interest room. We are interest room. And we were Chelsea near Totenham game. You see, team BNY this season, our Premier League in him. Rich, I was say o tested one thing against Tottenham. Means that someone make it OTS here. The ambassador I'm trying to say, don't base one more thing in the Premier League because you've won against Tottenham.
Tottenham team in
They are having one of their worst seasons in the Premier League. And Tottenham Oshena and overwhelming vim bia say, oh, Masha Tottenham there. I just say, me ye baby, no. It shouldn't be that. But I was impressed with the way Chelsea boy. Very, very impressed with the way Omo boy. And my problem with Kitwe be say, Senana Fiifi-Manfred. Rich, in the run in for why and a bit me qualify for the Champions League, you need to win games. And in winning games, you need to score goals. Se enka se open trophy biagia. And then Kameka say, oh, you need to also defend well. But maybe a Premier League no. You need to score goals to win games. Now, she almost Chelsea no more play. Say top 5 na you can 1-7. She team beat say Newcastle. She Nottingham Forest. She even Manchester City. Go back to team say Fulham, Villa, Brentford, Bournemouth. Rich, say who show me in the Premier League? Adiana, would be describe them as a main character. They are able to score goals out of nowhere. Able to say that chance be now even now in their tomb. Now Isaac their tomb. And if you are competing against teams to score goals then na ama wo sro kakra. Chelsea team nim se offer omo makeup sisi e wo ya players are no more contributed to goals pa no Rich Atiko
go Palmer.
Yes,
goals ne ma
Emma
Jackson so wa no asha ba ko bi.
And this time around you will expect player be say in Kukumo to also come through. While losing the confidence in Yina. Pedro Neto, super player. But until me she goes consistently. Or Sheba Kwena, I saw money bear 5 games. No, I Sheba could be a man. Sancho Crady Enka. Asen who Born Ojinawa, I was say Chelsea will threat to be. I will almost left hand side ho. But Sabone Kokan sa ne finishing and in the final product, you know. And said that you bibia and who be asa. Chelsea was problem. Rich games now can. All that the contenders are going to turn up is to make sure they score goals and win matches. But Chelsea team na when this season, you know, will you be able to put them in the same bracket and say, that team way, every actually goes consistently and win matches? And me say you forget about even defensive arguments, because to me Gini say Malo Gusto form in here. Kukuera after the Euros a different player. Levuko a very good player. And I was impressed with Trevor Chalobah, born boy, you know. Say along the line, toss, you know, for now, Obi Bebiano or a good. And the Chelsea game now, even Rhys James swinging at the bench, or money opportunity to Mbappe Bobby. And defensively, I don't have a problem giddy with Chelsea. Chelsea saw one of the best defensive midfielders in the Premier League in Maresca said. Born and Brandon in this season. You know. The last time I saw him play like that was at Brighton. Very aggressive. And Obobono as if say he's on a mission. As a, apart from the opposite or achieving with the team, as on one case individually, meaning so I can't be a chair and say, look, I have to step up and play very, very well. Because Rich, who say, so whether we are Chelsea Bona, Enzo Maresca as a disciple of Pep, you share Chelsea here, and you'll be able to Chelsea has turned into a pure attacking team. And it's a Chelsea Bona, Rich, in attacking transitions, it's me come with two defenders. Center halves. Because Gusto Kukuera ko. And it's one once Casado develop his awareness and say, Team Nami Womuno. Under every coach Bia Enzo Maresca inspired to become. The difference maker has been Omu DM because they love to attack only DM Papa Obama balance now. And yet if you ever shame. It's the moment that Chelsea be Lucy Bono. Are there a friend 10 overs? No, once Casado perceive to Chelsea. And she either saw a tactical foul. And I said, or Takewa Jibono. And I said, he's coming full aggressive. And I love the way Omo Eboboniti Chelsea problem wouldn't be so much about Omo defense. But Rich, it's much to do with how consistently Omo Timiashe goes. Look at the number of chances Chelsea team creating. And look at the way Omo say chances.
So what should be all? I say now, the small good thing with Chelsea is say goals ever from different places. Into the last time against Leicester, Kukurea should go. Enzo Fernandez should go. Maybe like what Nyambesa me Katunia I like can say. Unless Sahar boys Chelsea will get goals from elsewhere.
Of course.
Not just centre forward because Nicolas Jackson there. Kopama given the last 2 months, unless Kopama perform never no assist. And then the goals can come from elsewhere. And like I said, Oshego, I mean that 2 midfielders and like a basic goals over there. If they can get that, again, say Totenham Hotspur match they derby, no. Usually derby matches a mouse are confidence, no. Yes, all the Tottenham, any big team, but a derby. Watch Totenham Hotspur, never some vims okay, and he beat me about. Oshe now beside the list of matches and I was speaking into it. Nottingham Forest Bebo Aston Villa. Maybe I'll meet my Adoyeka. Nottingham Forest Bebo Villa. Or Bob Villa, you have a
tricky game.
Very tricky. Yeah. Or Bebo Everton. Everton are very tough this season.
Now, who do they ever say? Teams now, Fiifi say Nottingham Bebo. I think Chelsea will also play similar teams.
Yeah, very similar.
Chelsea Bebo Everton so.
Yeah.
Obebo Man U.
Bebo Newcastle.
Obebo Nottingham Forest. Last but one.
Yes, only Liverpool.
Omebo Liverpool.
Top 5 from
Omebo Liverpool. Omebo Fulham.
Unless I'm just come on me.
Oh, Chelsea games in here very, very tough.
Very, very tough.
From Brentford to Ipswich to Fulham to Everton to Liverpool, Newcastle, Manchester United, Nottingham Forest.
Top 5 months to be moved.
Yes. And easy.
Now, me back catch them in time and say no more, man.
Take a free Bruno.
You will
come easy. Rich, breaking news I Premier League it's from Kevin De Bruyne.
Okay.
Now say even the Premier League aposti, Kevin De Bruyne will be leaving Tima Manchester City at the end of the season. It was coming.
Sad.
It was coming. Now I was saying so this is the announcement from the Premier League. Kevin De Bruyne, a free worker, one of the best players to have ever played in the English Premier League. They be Americans say when we say, Rich, we are saying fair. Since a city, a city, nebe jinane na so no. Rich, me gidi say, in terms of bono, they've had even better midfielders than Wadri. In David Silva mo, in player be say Kevin De Bruyne. But mo current me anje Ballon d'Or. Wadri Nigeria. Sometimes that is how life is. Just say, Nyankopon kwan bi obasesa ne nioma. But I think say whether Ballon d'Or or not, Kevin De Bruyne, not just for Manchester City, but for the whole Premier League, the modern mono annual day, he will go to Saudi.
Okay.
Also, Kupiska Kofi. And he has mentioned it before.
Okay.
He said, Charlie Bon, you need money. And
Kupiska no.
Play Mr. Kevin the man rich. Shake for him. Or make check this casa because he's always or pass or short. And see, or go Kupiska na.
Okay.
Now, or the Akofina on this note, you know, rich. Kevin the man in Boko Saudi. Kudus or the Premier League in Moede. Thomas Partey or the Premier League or GDN.
Partey dem is on but could we still na
No need your
I say bi obenya Chelsea bi
Arsenal bi abo. Uncle Bobo. Na do ko Saudi enya bon obobo.
Saudi dey you go piska.
Rich. Say even Kevin Ibrahim ko Saudi ah. Say John Duram ko Saudi ah. Especially Kudus ne Partey.
Partey dey so ko.
Bono Rich. Ayo, me dey.
Partey dey so ko. Ati fa me samo na ye cha 2000 bi am kan. Ebe ye usika